Good afternoon, all. We are waiting for our resource person to join the meeting. So just wait for 2-3 minutes. Yeah, sir will be joining in short span of time. Just wait. Yes, sir is here. Sir, with your permission, can we start?
Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
Because of the internet connectivity, I was facing the problem. Sorry for.
No issues, sir. No issues. It's okay, sir. No problem. So, good afternoon, everyone. So I, Assistant Professor Manisha Sagwekar, welcome you all for the third day of our lecture series that is organized by Modern Legal Research Center of Progressive Education Society's Modern Law College, Pune. So topic for our today's session is e-resources for legal research. Now, I take this opportunity to introduce today's resource person, Associate Professor Rahul Dubwesser, presently working at Yashwantrao Savan Law College, Pune. Sir has completed his bachelor's degree of commerce, master of law. He is net qualified, diploma in taxation law, diploma in labor laws and labor welfare, government diploma in cooperation and audit, certificate course in forensic and medical jurisprudence. Presently, sir is pursuing his PhD on law relating to indecent representation of women in India with special reference to electronic media, a critical study. That is from Research Center, Department of Law, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Sir holds a vast teaching experience of almost 18 years and he is teaching all the various subjects for the BLLB, LLB courses like company law, law of evidence, interpretation of statutes and business law. Sir has completed a research project of Board of College and University Development, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, on decentralization of Supreme Court justice to grassroots. Sir has presented various papers at state and national level seminars. To name a few, dimensions of right to privacy for public personality at national seminar on right to privacy in contemporary legal environment at MNLU, Aurangabad. Controlling electronic media in the area of indecent representation of women in India at a two-day national seminar on current constitutional challenges in India that was organized by Gokhale Education Society's Narhar Balwant Thakur Law College, Nashik. Information, Dusk of Secrets and Dawn of Right, the impact of the Official Secrets Act on the Right to Information Act at a one-day national level seminar on Right to Information Act 2005. Problems and Perspectives that was organized by AKK New Law Academy and PhD Research Center, Pune. Sir has published many articles in national and international journals. Again, to name a few, Freedom of Expression and the Cable Television Network Regulation Act 1995, an analytical study. And here, Sir got a Best Article Award for this article. Then Indecent Representation of Women in Electronic Media, a criminological study that was in Research Journal that was issued by Ajanta Prakashan. Differences in defining age of child, necessity or chaos, published in Fiat Justitia, Let Justice Be Done. That was UGC listed journal and that was issued by Shri Navalmal Firodia Law College, Pune. So, sir, we are fortunate to have you as our resource person for today's session. So on behalf of PS Modern Law College, I heartily welcome you, sir. So it's over to you, sir, now. Sir?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for nice introduction of mine.
You're welcome, sir.
Can I have the sharing of screen?
Yeah, I'll do that, sir, immediately. Yeah. Now you can share, sir.
Ma'am, can you allow me the sharing of screen?
It is done, sir, already. Yeah. Sir, you can switch on your video as well, sir.
Okay.
If possible.
Okay. Are you able to see this screen now?
Sir, you are not audible properly.
Yeah.
You're seeing your screen of timetable, sir. Okay, I think sir is having a network issue at his end. So we'll wait.
Yeah, am I audible now, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes. Screen we are not able to see.
Yeah, is it possible now to see the screen?
I think you can restart, sir, again. Sharing, you can stop and again you can start.
Okay, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's better. Uh, okay.
Yeah, is it available now? Yes, ma'am. Is it? Hello? Yes, ma'am. Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is the screen shared?
Not yet, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we are able to. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, yeah. So should I start with the lecture now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, yeah. Now the topic given to me for today is gone through provisions relating to what is legal research and what are the various things you have to do while doing a research. But the most important part, what I feel, is that from where we are going to collect the information for our research. Now, as we know that there are primary and secondary sources of information for any research to be carried out, the websites are available on internet, which are necessary part of legal research. So while various areas or e-resources for the legal research, let me give you an idea the particular contents of today's lecture, because this lecture will cover all these points which are available on internet. Most of them are freely available on internet, but some of them may require subscriptions. So as and when we are proceeding with the points, I'll be telling you which are free and which are subscription based. Now, first and foremost, we have to know that there are databases, there are YouTube channels, legal updates, dictionaries, legislative organ websites, commissions and committees websites, executive organ websites, judicial organ websites, then the online directory of the government of India, then case laws and safeguards and limitations, which is concluding part of the presentation. But again, we have to know.
So your voice is not audible, sir.
Audible right now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, what we have to know is that the safeguards and limitations, we have to understand that these are the points which we should consider first before using any content from the internet. So that will be the concluding part for my lecture. But right now we will start with all those factors or the contents which are available on internet for having the collection of information for legal research. Now in that direction, the first content is of databases. Now in databases, there are information stored in the processed form, and whereby we can have good search in limited time, or in less time we can have maximum of the targeted information available to us. Now in law, there are lot many databases directly or indirectly connected, where most of the databases I'm going to share are relating to having the already researched areas or all the research available on the internet. So the first we have to see is the ILI library. Now, I have deliberately made it a point that I should share with you the particular home pages or your presentations or the screen. So in that direction, you can find that there are some of the presentations or where URL you will .ac.in will be the website for that. So this is one of the good website giving you the library database whereby you can have access to lot many things which are there on this website. Then the next database which I suggest
Sir,
is,
sir, you are not audible, sir.
oh, okay. Am I now audible?
Now you are audible, sir.
Okay. So
We
it's
missed
because of
that,
unstable.
yeah, we missed that part of your what you were talking about database.
Information database system. Then the next is ssrn.com, that is social science, where it is going to give us the research which has been carried out in in where the database search is available. By these ways, we can have the access which have been carried out in many of the areas. Then database of open access journals is particularly the next database, online database which we can have. This directory of open access journal is particularly giving us lot many subscribed journals as such. So you can see that 12, then 130 countries have been articles there on this website. So you can search by journal, by article on this particular website. Then the next source will be IEEE Access. It is another database website which is giving you the idea. Yes. Ma'am, can you mute the
Even
participant?
I have a network issue, sir. We'll wait. Please, participants, mute your mics, please. Advocate Surekha Umkar Kamble Rao, please.
Yeah, am I audible?
L.A. Rao.
Okay.
Advocate Surekha.
Okay. Law and many other
Rahul, sir,
social.
I am audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Then
Even I have a problem at my end.
okay. Now the next is Scopus, which is the most important recognition for any research article to be published on a website or where
Sir,
this Scopus
wait, I'll start it again.
journals, they are giving us the information after using lot many filters and so on. So we can do
Sir, yeah, you can
yeah, should
proceed,
I
sir.
proceed, ma'am?
Even I have a network issue today now here. Sir, am I audible, sir? Rahul, sir?
Hello?
I'm not able to hear you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Okay. So just give me a minute.
Yes, sir, we'll wait.
Okay, so I'll share the screen again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now you can see the screen.
Yes, sir, we can see it now. Scopus preview.
Scopus preview is yet another a good recommendation which all the researcher seek to have for their research articles. So this will be another and most important database available for us on the internet. Then the next available database is JSTOR, particularly the world recognized database for the research articles as. Then we have WorldCat, another website having the database for law. Then we can go to the next part of our content today, that is of YouTube channels. Now let me make it clear, friends, that for my PhD topic, the basic information from a YouTube channel, now as Sunset TV, but earlier it was called as Rajya Sabha TV, from where I got my research topic for PhD. Where these YouTube channels, there are many more in number when it comes to entertainment or any surfing of internet as such. But if you are really in search of the research, then definitely there are a lot many YouTube channels which will be of great help for you, and thereby you can have lot many available information from YouTube in audio visual format. Now, talking about the use of these YouTube channels, particularly we can have the information based from the YouTube channel, but again, these channels we have to subscribe and thereby we can access the data. Yeah, so when it comes to therefore YouTube channels, we have to be very much conscious regarding the source again. Now, as I'm talking about the Sunset TV, which is otherwise the channel available from the Parliament of India, that can be also a good area whereby we can have access to lot many informations for our research. Only the point what we have to consider over here is that this particular format, YouTube channels, may not be cited as such in our research, but this can be a good source of information for us to go for the research. And therefore, I have included this part in the slides as such. Then, in those YouTube channels, some of my suggestions for all of you for legal research will be some channels like Sunset TV. Now this particularly will give us idea regarding many other programs where Law Point, Law of the Land, and many other programs are there containing the particular discussions on contemporary legal issues, or where particularly we can find that many bills which are being introduced in both the houses of the parliament, the debates of the parliamentary discussions, and many other source we can have access from this particular YouTube channel. The next is Thomas Luther, one of the famous name in law as such, so whereby you can find many information available for law and many other social sciences on this particular point. Then going further, after YouTube channels, the next thing which we all need are the legal updates. Now, there are a lot of areas of law on which we always seeking information from many sources possible. So getting the updates in the area of law as such. Now, National Digital Library of India is particularly the website I'll suggest at the first instance. Friends, it is my request, if you want to know what are the web addresses or URL, you can find them over here, so that these are the URL which you can surf today itself, and you can get the information which I'm showing on you right now on the screen. Then the next is Bharatiya Vidhi Sansthan. Again, ILI is particularly giving you another good source of legal updates as such. Then the next we have to see is CDJ, that is one of the law journals, which is again going to give you the updates. You can find over here latest updates written as such. Then we can have the services of LSI, that is Legal Service India for lawyers, but we can have good amount of information from this website also for our legal research. Going further, dictionaries. Now, in case of dictionaries, we all know that for BALLB first and second, we can go for Oxford Dictionary or some other dictionaries as such. But for us, for law people, Black's Law Dictionary, Halsbury's Law of England, Halsbury's Law of India, and most important is Law Lexicon, which I always suggest to my students for having references from. Now, law, particularly for law, why I suggest Law Lexicon, because Law Lexicon is not only giving you the English parallel meaning for those words, but it is also giving you the practical application of those words which are in English, Latin, and Roman language as such. So the students who have studied law and literature, or the students who are studying English for law, they might be knowing this, that there are lot many Latin, Roman, Greek terms, words, and maxims which are part and parcel of law and the particular legal terminologies as such. So I'll suggest that Law Lexicon should be the book for you to be working as the dictionary as for references as such. Now, particularly going with online sources, specifically Merriam-Webster is the website which you can have for the online dictionary as such. Then Find Law is another source for Find Law legal dictionary as such. Then law.com is another website which we can use. So ultimately, there are so many websites which are giving you the law dictionaries as such. Now, going further with the legislative organ. Now, as we know, in legal research, all the three organs of the government, legislative, executive, and judiciary, all these three organs are going to give us the basic inputs, because as we are the law researchers, legal research is definitely going to be working on the contemporary law scenario. Like as I've told you that when it comes to any kind of legal research, we should make it so contemporary and we should be giving such a contribution whereby in near future our research paper or legal research article is going to give a solution for a problem which is prevalent in the society. Now, as we know that there is constant interaction between law and society, we know because of the dynamism of the society, law has to be dynamic. But being the parliamentary form of government and with a lot many legislative hurdles, we have so much delay in lawmaking process where the bridging of gap has been tried by judiciary and many other organs of the executive departments as such. But still, we have to know that being a legal researcher, we have to contribute the need, necessity, the requirements of the society, that is law requirements of the society, legal requirements of the society to the platforms like legislative, executive, and judicial organs. Now, going further with the legislative organ, Indian Parliament website is the primary website which I'll definitely suggest to all of you to observe as such, where parliamentofindia.nic.in particular website we have to use. Now, friends, it is my humble request to all of you to use these websites which are having URL extension of nic.in. Now, it is our, by God's grace, or by we can say the excellence of Pune, we have National Informatics Center office in Pune itself, and that is near to your college. So we have grace by that particular institution which is near to your college as such. So National Informatics Center is the authority which is licensed by the Government of India for preparation of the e-governance websites, where e-governance system has been introduced in India by the Information Technology Act 2000, and whereby digital signature or electronic signature, digital contracts, and e-governance are the basic contribution for development of Indian legal system through electronic forms. So nic.in are those extension websites which are very much necessary for us to carry out the legal research. So it is my humble request to all of you friends to use these NIC websites, National Informatics Center, prepared and maintained websites as such. So from this particular page, you can come to know that their Lok Sabha particular website is available. Now, here on this page, you can find lot many bills. Now here, if you could see, there is a point. I don't know whether you can see the cursor or not, but there is a point called bill search. So
Yes,
here
sir, we can see that cursor, sir.
yeah, so bill search. यहाँ पे आपको you can have the access to lot many pending bills which are there in the parliament. Now, friends, uh, uh, it is unfortunate for the present batches of law that they are not studying the process called legislative process. We used to have that particular paper in our post graduations, but in that process we have seen a stage called public opinion. Now, being a law fraternity, we have to be very much vigilant on the point that we should be contributing the lawmaking process. So there, I always suggest to my students and you as well that please go for the bill search, whereby you can have your areas of legal research, a very well or good source of information for legal research, and whereby by those particular bills, you can come to know what can be the future legislation coming up as such, and we can be in a position to contribute to that particular lawmaking process itself at the stage of public opinion. So please use this website very well. This website and the next one, that is of Rajya Sabha, where you can find the bills, we can find the debates of the day or the day before yesterday, you can get the business access as such. So you can find lot many things available on these websites for our legal research. Okay. Now, most of the time you will find that many of the seminars and conferences, they are dealing with the latest happenings or the upcoming legislations, the near future legislations, or the bill which are at the stage of voting and all. These all seminars and conferences are concentrating on these particular themes as such. So in that direction, we should have a good source of information for have a research article or research paper for presentation in that seminar or workshop. So in that sense, we can use these two websites very well in that direction. Okay. Then going further, india.gov.in, the official website of Government of India, it is again going to be a good source of information for us to have the access to lot many information available on internet for the legal research. Now, this is the website which I have used the most in my PhD work itself. Now, this is the cover page, or rather see the home page of our particular website. Now, let me have access to the internet. Let me show you particularly this website as such, how to use it. Rather, this website will be crux for today's legal research, because this website is going to cover not only legislative part, but it is also going to cover the executive delegated legislations as well. Now, is it all of you viewing the particular website indiacode.nic.in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I don't know how many of you have used this particular website. Let me know it by just participants, if they possible, they can raise their hands with the help of that Zoom, so that I can know how many of you have seen this website. Is it possible for the participants to convey their conversations?
Yes, they can convey it in chat box, sir.
Okay.
Participants, please do it.
Yeah, ma'am, let it be. It's not that much required as well, but some of my information will be very much useful for all of them. Let me give you a live demonstration of how to use this website. Okay. Now, the famous one, the Information Technology Act. Let me have that. Let me lay my hand on that particular subject. Now, if you could see what I have done, I have just typed the name. I'll just do it again. In the search window of this particular home page, I have started typing information technology. But again, you can see the suggestion comes over here. So just clicking that, I have received the whole text arrangement or section arrangement as such. Now, friends, by this clicking this particular PDF icon, you just see what happens. I get the whole bare act available to me. Now, this bare act is downloadable. Okay. Now, I'm using Safari as my browser, so you might not be getting yourself known for this, but here you can download this. Now for this I have the icon over here, which I can, if click, then you will find that in my download folders I can have the copy of that particular specific bare act. No, see, this is what you can see on the screen of the website, and this is what I have received in my download folder. So friends, get yourself conversant with this website. These PDF icons are going to give you the whole text in PDF form, and most importantly, as it is received from the National Informatics Center website, the contents of these websites are going to be the primary source. So basically, please try to have good use of this particular website. Now friends, I don't know how many of you are from the senior classes or last year or LLM as such, but let me make it clear. If you want to do legal research, you have to search each and every law available in India on that particular issue. Now, please friends, when we say the word law, we have to refer Article 13 of the Constitution of India, where if you could observe, there are a lot many things other than legislations or enactments or acts passed by the parliament or state legislature, where particularly in Article 13 clause 3 subclause A, you will find some delegated legislations listed in them. Now delegated legislations are those legislative mechanisms or rights under which the laws or particularly rules, regulations, notifications, ordinances are passed by the executive organ of the delegated legislation, of the executive organ of the central government or state government. Now, particularly for this delegated legislation, the particular statutes are going to give power to the executive organ. Now, let me tell you how it happens. Most of the time in the chapter of the last chapter, that is miscellaneous chapter, if you just see, I have clicked over here at the miscellaneous chapter. I have seen so many sections available here. But see, what I'm trying to tell you is particularly where you can find in this URL, particularly the powers to make, no, power of controller to make regulations, then power of state government to make rules, power of central government to make rules. Now friends, please remember, whenever we are reading the word government, it means the executive organ. Please remember this. Whenever we read the word central government, means the executive organ of the central government. Whenever we use the word state government in law, we refer to the executive organ of the state government. Now friends, let me make it clear that by this miscellaneous chapter, you can come to know whether the rule making, regulations making. Now see, you see the word rules over here under section 87 and section 90, but at the same time you can find a tab over here, red color tab on the top of the screen called rules. Again, on section 89 you can find the word regulations, which will be passed by the controller. Now see the yellow color tab on the top of the screen, the website screen, regulations. So whatever these rules, regulations which are allowed by the statute, by the parliament, to be made by the executive organ of the government, are called delegated legislation. So the power of delegated legislation will come from the legislation itself. That at that particular moment, the legislation is called parent legislation. Okay. Though now the Information Technology Act 2000 is the parent legislation, which is giving the state government, the central government powers to make the rules, and the controller power to make regulations. So please remember, as Article 13 is including the words rules, regulations, notifications, ordinances, all these are going to be the law in India. So it is always suggested by me to my students that if you are preparing for any case, okay, please friends remember this, that even a case to be fought in the court is requiring research. So that's what I always say to my students, that when we are going to deal with the cases, we have to do the research, because we have to search so many things. And as we know, the word research means searching the already searched area. So these areas have been searched by the lot many authorities, and we have to do the research, and where we can come to know that these rules, regulations, notifications, they are also law. So sometimes it may happen that the opposite party has produced some sections in front of the court, and you will find that there is nothing in that act for my client. But please friends, if the opposite party has pointed out any section, then please find the rules, regulations, bylaws, notifications, ordinances, whether they, not ordinance, but the remaining like rules, regulations, notifications, whether they have something for your client or not. Now, this is going to make your client to have something in his favor, where the sections of the legislation might not be there. So this legal research is not only the part to be done when we are dealing with the post-graduations or doing LLB study as such. This legal research is supposed to be done by a law fraternity throughout their life, because even in any activity of litigation, compliance or drafting, we are going to be in dagger need of the legislations and delegated legislations both. So ultimately, I'm telling you what are the basic source available to you on internet and by the official website under e-governance regarding all these informations under legislations and delegated legislations. Now friends, as you are seeing over here, the text arrangement as such. But again, if you want to know, when I was saying that state government means executive organ of the state government, central government means executive organ of the central government. Now, as far as this act is concerned, Information and Technology Act, which department, which ministry of the central government is going to implement this? Where to know it? It's very simple. You just go to the last blue tab, Act Details. You will find over here that here, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology will be the ministry who is going to implement this legislation. Now, most importantly, this ministry is going to have all these rules, regulations, notifications as such. So we have to know from the Act Details tab that which ministry is going to implement this statute, which ministry and which department. Again, if there is separate department, then the department will be mentioned over here. So again, we have to know that these executive departments, these executive ministries are going to make the rules, regulations, and notifications. Now, therefore, every statute, every act, you are going to have this kind of available information on this website. Now, friends, please know that schedule is one of the most important contained in the act itself. And in this website, you can have sections. In first blue tab, in second blue tab, you can get the schedules. Again, if you click the schedule, you will get this kind of information. Again, the PDF icon. If you could click, see the first schedule appears on the screen. So the first schedule is again, friends. See, again it is downloadable. I have clicked the download on my screen, the download folder. See, again, schedule file. I have got the PDF file downloaded for the schedule. Now, this is what is the wonders doing this website. So please, friends, make it a point that you are going to make good use of this particular website. Now, again, schedules are giving you the practical application of sections. So most importantly, we have to know that schedules are the part and parcel of the statute only, the act only, and they are binding as the legislation only, not delegated legislation. So schedules are giving you the practical application of sections. If you could just see again the particular section, schedule, you will find that a particular section has been attached, or the schedule is attached to a particular section. I have highlighted it. See, section 1 subsection 4 is the part of the section to which this first schedule is attached. So by this information, you can get the schedules also known to you. Now going further, annexure, it is not over here. Appendix, they are not over here. Forms, they are not over here. But this may not be the position for every other legislation. You may have that information from there. Now, once we know that what the legislation will have, these blue tabs are going to give you the necessary contents for research of the legislation itself. But if you want to go for now the delegated legislation, now we have to go for the rules. Now see, rules are going to give you the practical and technical details to apply the section as such. So what the rules are going to give over here us? See, these are all the rules which are available on this website. Friends, there are 39 different rules. If you could see all the rules, we can click, and all the rules we can download. So please use best use of this particular website. You can find all the 39 rules over here. One page contains 10. So the fourth page will have 9, and in all 39 rules which are available under the Information Technology or Act as such. They are available to you at a single click, and you can download them. After that, regulation comes in picture. Now, regulations are giving you the areas of do's and don'ts in the area in that legislation as such. Now, here also you can click the PDF icon and you can get particularly the regulation available to you. So this is what the wonder again available on this website. Then going with the notifications. Now notification, you can find there are 23 notifications, first 2 pages 10 each, and on the third 3. So all these rules, regulations, notifications, they are available to you. You can, by clicking that PDF icon adjacent to that particular rule, regulation, act, you can have that on your window, okay, or on your screen. And by using the download option, you can download it. Now, let me make it clear that this is what I have done in my PhD research as well. So this is my latest experience of this website, and where I have used more than 14 different legislations and their delegated legislations from this website in my legal research. So when I was working on law relating to indecent representation of women in India, then definitely the laws or the statutes which are dealing with the delegated legislation, which are dealing with the judicial decisions which are dealing with the indecent representation of women in India, I have specifically used all those 14 different legislations and their delegated legislations in the form of rules, regulations, and notifications. So friends, I'm not telling you anything which I have not tried. Now, all these contents of my presentation have been tried personally by me for my legal research, and I have received wonderful and to the point information from these websites. So please, friends, make good use of indiacode.nic.in. Am I sufficiently explained you this website? Because this is the gyan for the day. Like, no, am I
exactly? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really, I was not knowing. So it is really wonderful.
That is what you are doing a good job. That you are making the students available with all this information through the lecture series as such. So this is what the point. If you really want to speak good, you have to listen good. If you really want to write good, you have to read good. So this is what I am doing. If you want to have a wonderful writing of legal research, then you should be reading wonderful things for that purpose. And that is where I am talking about is National Informatics Center, the primary source of legal research. So there you can have the best use of this website. And please remember, friends, this website is going to give you the primary and binding source of information. The information available on these NIC websites cannot be denied even by the Supreme Court. Please remember this. So this is primary and the source, we can say, of information. So friends, whenever you are going to practice law, you are supposed to do research. Whenever you are writing research articles and research papers, PhD research, whatever, you have to get this website used at its best. So please do this. This is my humble request to all of you to use this website. Now, most importantly, guys, this website goes for update in every month in its last week. So in the last week, from 25 to 30, you might not be available with this website because it is going for update. So please remember, monthly updates are going to be there for the legislations and delegated legislations. So let me make it again clear. Sections over here, schedules you can have over here, where schedules are giving you the practical application of sections, where I just go to second schedule, tell you how the sections are attached. Now see again, to a particular section, a schedule is attached. So by that way, you can use it. Okay. Now after schedules, we have to go which department, which executive ministry has the delegated legislation power. So this is the ministry. Guys, again, the delegated legislation in the form of rules, regulations, bylaws, notifications are all over here. Okay, rules, giving you technical and practical details for the application of law. Regulations, giving the areas of do's and don'ts. Then notifications, where the government organs, different organs, they're dealing, legislative organs, they're dealing with the point. So these notifications, rules, regulations, they are law. They are law. So when we are doing legal research, we have to search these delegated legislations as well. Now here, guys, you can find that there is some information available, other information available on this Act detail URL. So again, this Act is of 2000. It has been enacted on 9th June, but most importantly, it has been started its implementation from 17th October. So these dates also you can come to know. The long title is here. We just know Information Technology Act 2000, but it's a short title. Long title most of the time gives you the object and the purpose by which the statute has been passed. So this is also provided by the legislative organ, and that's why it is the basic source to interpret the legislative intent behind making the statute. The object and purpose is over here. Now, please remember, friends, that this website is a primary source. Now, I want somebody of you to tell me a particular statute name so that I can type it over here and tell you how it is working like. Just anybody can tell me a name of a statute.
Yes, participants. Sir, PCP and DT.
Okay, good. Prenatal, oh, no, preconception. See, I have just written PRE dash. See, the statute name has come, isn't it? Now just click it, you get the whole statute. Click the PDF, you get the PDF file of the act. Click download, you can get it in the download folder. Are you getting it? Again, schedule. If it is there, it is not there, I know. But if it is there, it will be shown over here. Now rules. You cannot find these rules, guys, otherwise in anywhere. No. This is the website which is giving you the authentic information. See, the rules are there. If you really want to do a legal research on PCP and DT Act, don't go only by sections of the legislation. Please try to make good use of the rules, regulations, and notification as well. See, there is advisory committee provision is there in this section, but how this advisory committee will be formed, how this advisory committee will stop the regulation and prevention of misuse of these technologies, all these in the form you can have over here in the form of rules. You can find regulation which is passed, that is Central Supervisory Board Regulation 1995. So guys, you can see there are a number of informations available on over here. Just you have to click the PDF icon, you get the rules. Downloadable, you know, this is what the wonder we can have with this website. Yes, anybody else who want to go for any statute? Yes, any participant?
Yes, you can tell any act. Participants.
So the Indian Patent Act 1970.
Sorry, can you tell it
The
again?
Indian Patent Act, sir.
Patent, okay. Now patent, I have just written the Patent Act stamps 1970. Again, you could search over here, see the act is available in PDF form. This is available otherwise also, but what about the rules and regulations? Just go for the rules. See, 9 rules, all downloadable, no regulation, so it is not there. Notification only 2, so they are there. Again, see, the amendments are specifically available. Notifications are for that, majorly used for that purpose. So all these things you can available with. Now see, if you could see Ministry of Industry, it is going to be the Ministry for implementation of this act. So you should come to know. Okay, dekho, again, 19th September 1970 enactment date, but when it was started enforcement, 1st of April 1978. So all these informations are available on this. Okay, now here we have to know that by the long title of this act, we should come to know that this legislation is a consolidating statute. You might be knowing codification and consolidation processes for laws. No, so this is consolidating statute, means there were scattered provisions on the patents which have been brought together under a single umbrella by making this legislation. So all these act details and all the informations you can have. Again, the schedule of the act, see, you can have it on your side. Again, see, the whole particular schedule you can have. Again, a downloadable one. Yes. So have you guys satisfied with the presentation of mine on the India code? Because this is the gyan for the day. No. Am I clear on this point? indiacode.nic.in.
Sir, more than clear. I mean, it was wonderful.
Thank you so much. Now, some wonderful things are still coming. Okay, let me go to the presentation of mine again. So after this, indiacode.nic.in, the next input from my side is egazette.nic.in. Now guys, if you always say that gazette चाहिए, तो कहाँ पे ढूंढोगे? egazette.nic.in, again NIC website, authentic one. Here you can have any gazette of the central government, some gazettes of the state government on this particular website. I'm not going in those details because gazettes are many more in number, but you can have the search by text. Again, this website is going to give you the primary information. Again, because it is official website under e-governance. So please remember guys, this is another website which is useful for us in law practice, in law research, both. Okay, so egazette.nic.in. Please don't forget these websites. indiaco.nic.in, egazette.nic.in. Okay, then going further, commissions and committees. Now guys, we should know that there are many commissions and committees which are appointed for the legislative processes, for the suggestive or recommendative inputs from their side, as being the experts are there. As we know, all the parliamentarians are not expert in all the spheres of life and the areas of law. So that's why these commissions and committees are the body of experts who are appointed to go for the analysis for any legislative requirements or delegated legislation requirements. So again, हमारे website, हमारे research topic पे we might have some reports and recommendations from the commissions and committees. What are those relevant committees? Law Commission of India, the most important commission in India, where this is the website, Law Commission of India.nic.in. This website is going to give you all the Law Commission of India reports ready. So please make good use of this website as well. आपके लीगल रिसर्च के टॉपिक पे यहाँ पे लॉ कमीशन का रिपोर्ट हो सकता है. So you can search the Law Commission of India reports over here. Everything is available free, friends. Please remember, again NIC website. So information is authentic, first hand, primary. So this is again the most important part of your legal research. Law Commission of India reports on any particular area of research which we are dealing with. Okay. So again, make good use of this particular one. Now, those students who are going to do research relating to women. Now, मैंने तो इसका use बहुत किया because my topic is related to women only. So I have used this website. Okay. So ultimately, what I want to suggest to you all is that this is where we are doing the wonders. Again, these commissions are going to give you the reports, recommendations, which might not be the part of the legislation or delegated legislation, but they are useful for research purpose, because they were the inputs used by the legislative organ or the executive organ for their particular purposes as such. So ultimately, we have to know how we are going to use this website. Again, NIC website, authentic one. Okay. Going further, Niti Aayog, Planning Commission. Again, most important commission for us. Those who want to do research in economics. So, law and economics के area में अगर research करना चाहते हो, Niti Aayog is the website for you. Okay. So niti.gov.in. Again, let me make it clear. nic.in, वैसे ही gov.in are the official websites. Please remember this. nic.in, gov.in, official websites under e-governance. Authentic information, primary source of information. Okay. We can use this in legal research, even in legal law practice as well. So Niti Aayog is planning commission, where any economic policy, any political policy, any foreign affairs policy, any corporate policy first has to be directed by the Niti Aayog, that we all know. So it's a planning commission of which the nomenclature has been changed, and Niti Aayog it has been, and where niti.gov.in is the website. Then if you want to do research on election laws, Election Commission of India, where eci.gov.in is the website, where you can have many data available, the process data available for you to do the research in the area of election laws. Okay. Going further now, after commissions and committees, executive organ. Now, friends, we have to know that in law, executive organ is having the role of delegated legislation, isn't it? But at the same time, we have to know, when it comes to the executive organ of the government, it is the most strong government organ. Now, we have to know this. Parliament can only make the law. Judiciary can only interpret the law or take the decision or give the judgments. But executive organ is doing all the functions. When you will study administrative law, you will come to know implementation of statute is the sovereign function of executive organ, but delegated legislation, in that they can pass the laws. Under judicial, quasi-judicial functions, like, tribunals are there, which are nothing but the executive organ making the judicial decision. So executive organ is the most strong one. Now, some of the executive organ websites necessary for legal research. First, apni ministry, ye apne log hai yahan pe, Ministry of Law and Justice. Now, this website is definitely going to be useful for us, where we can have lot many things available over here. But guys, please observe, India code is the particular hyperlink available over here. So Ministry of Law and Justice also promotes the use of indiacode.nic.in. So please remember guys, this is again the most important website for us, because ye apna website hai, Vidhi or Nyay Mantralaya. So we have to be very much seeing these websites. Now see, if you could see, Department of Justice, Legislative Department and Judiciary are particularly the hyperlink on this website. Again, a gov.in website, official one. Then Ministry of Education, as we are dealing with the higher education, and you know that new education policy is particularly in limelight now, because in coming years we might see the drastic change happening in the education area. So again, Ministry of Education is concerned to us because we are doing the higher education business and we are dealing in higher education. So obviously this website, again gov.in website, education.gov.in official website. Then Ministry of Women and Child Development, again my area of research was connected with this, so I have reached this website and used this website as such. So wcd.nic.in, again an official website. Here you can do the research, where if you really want to go for an NGO for women rights, then this will be the website for you. Again, doing a legal research on women and children, this website will be basis for you. Okay. Then going further, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Many students are very much interested in doing for corporate law practice. I don't know what is there in the head related to the corporate law practice, but what I have understood till date from my knowledge on the corporate law, that there are only three things which we can do in the corporate law. First, drafting. Second, compliance. And third is litigation. Now, the most important part in these three is the compliance part. Now, Ministry of Corporate Affairs is that particular ministry which is looking after the company as a form of business and all the activities of the company as contributor to the economy of India as a country. The revenue generator in India, the company as a form of business. कर सकते हैं corporate practice में drafting, compliance and litigation. Now litigation का part तो NCLT की तरफ जाता है, National Company Law Tribunal and National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. Now coming back to the point, MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, through the network of Registrar of Companies and many other authorities, they are looking after the businesses and the supervisory role done by over and above the companies as such. So this is again a best website for us if we really want to go for the compliance business or compliance job in the companies as such. So mca.gov.in, it's my favorite website because I belong to the corporate law sector. So again, most important website for those who want to go for corporate law. Okay, if you could see, empowering business, protecting investors is the slogan of it, where regulator, integrator, facilitator and educator, all these functions will be done by this MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So please make good use of this website as well, guys. Then next, Finance Ministry. मराठीत असं म्हणतात, सगळी सोंग आणतात तर पैशाचा आणता येत नाही, सो पैसा बोलताय guys. So this is the website for that, Ministry of Finance. Now the students who want to go for law and economic research in law and economics, they have to go for this website. Now this particular website is going to give you all the policies which were discussed in the earlier budget, the points of attraction and points of debates in the further budget. So there are a lot many information available on this website. Again, NIC website, authentic and official. Now going from executive to judiciary. Now judicial organ, for that particular purpose, we know there are a lot many official websites as well as there are a lot many databases available. Now going with the judicial organ, as we know, this is the picture of Supreme, the apex court of the country. But guys, we have to know the Supreme Court and High Courts, they are dealing with the question of law, where the particularly High Court is last court of facts, whereby the High Court is also having, that's why, wider jurisdiction as compared to the Supreme Court that we all have studied in Constitution of India. Now going further, judicial organ, obviously the first website we have to see is the Supreme Court of India, where sci.gov.in is the website. Again, GOV website, official one. So here you can have, the judges roster, committees, registry offices. So matter kahan pe file karna hai, you have to know the registry offices. Then advocates on the roll, particularly the person who want to be a Supreme Court advocate, he has to pass with that particular qualifications, all eligibilities as such. Then all these things like the default list, display boards, everything is available on this website. Going further, as we are in Maharashtra, Bombay High Court website. Now here guys, you can get the update at 7 p.m. okay, every day. So by looking with that particular website at 7 p.m. today, I can come to know what is the cause list for tomorrow. Okay, what will be the ready board tomorrow, isn't it? So display board you can get at today evening for the tomorrow, cause list today evening for the tomorrow. The court orders which have been recently passed, you can search over here. For the case status of your client, if you could just click the case status, you can come to know that what is the stage at which this case is pending as such. So all these things are available on the High Court websites. All the state high courts have tried to create such kind of website. Again, an NIC website, bombayhighcourt.nic.in. This is going to be a practice as not legal research per se, but law practice, yes, definitely. Next,
So your voice is not audible, sir.
the set of tribunals. Now, guys, okay. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So this is where we have to know that along with the Supreme Court, High Court, District and Session Court, we have the machinery, judicial mechanism in the form of tribunals. Now, tribunals are covered under administrative law because these are the quasi-judicial functions done by the executive organ of the government. Now, this is where the Article 323 of the Constitution of India, along with the Administrative Tribunals Act, has created three types of administrative tribunals: Central Administrative Tribunal, then the State Administrative Tribunal, and the Joint Administrative Tribunal. But here we can see Article 323A allows any dispute relating to the administrative machinery and employees in the administrative mechanism. Those can be referred to the Central Administrative Tribunal if the employee and the department is of the central government. You can go to the state government, State Administrative Tribunal, where in Maharashtra it is called as MAT, Maharashtra Administrative Tribunal. Here you can find the updates regarding that. So again, you can see these websites are going to give you a lot many details regarding jurisdiction, members, and so on and so forth. Again, here you can see the case for the state, for MAT, you can go for the website mat.maharashtra.gov.in. Again, a GOV website. The cause, case status, then the certified copy, board display, latest update, everything is particularly available on this website so that you can verify.
Sir, you're not audible, sir.
So we can't hear you.
Okay, can you listen to me now?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Now see, so particularly what I'm trying to tell you is that here case status, board, all things are available. जो आज शाम को मिलेंगे कल सुबह के लिए. Okay, so this we have to go for is particularly the integrated government online directory. Now this particular directory is the most important directory for us. जो मैंने अभी website over here, integrated government online dictionary. Now this directory. Now this is the compilation. This is the compilation of the official websites over here. Let me see. So I have the screenshots of those URLs as well. Now see, there you can search here.
Sir?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay. Now, see, this is what is the point where apex bodies, union government, state or union territory, legislature, judiciary, districts, all these are going to give you the links, hyperlinks as such. Okay. So here you can find that the official websites have been given the hyper. Okay. Then going further on the page of particular categories, scrolling down, you can find these icons. Again, on these icons, if you could click, you will go to the concerned particular ministry website as such. So all these are particularly the categories in which the information is available on that directory as such. So this is also a good source of information for you to do the legal research as such. Okay. Then going further with the case laws, yet another source called Doctrine of Precedent, you all know, Doctrine of State Decisions, which is there in the Constitution of India, which allows us to have the binding force for the decisions of the Supreme Court and High Courts, and thereby their cases, decided cases can be used as a reference. But at the same time, in legal research, we have to go for the latest case laws to know the latest status of the interpretations done by the Supreme Court on any particular area of research we want to go for. Okay, going for the case laws. Now, this is what is the subscription part you have to do. But this is the authentic website, that is AIR Webull. You all know All India Reporters Private Limited, Nagpur is the company to whom the license has been given by the Supreme Court to have the reporting of its judgment. So AIR, that is All India Reporters, we have the series available to us from the year 1927 till date. So this website needs subscription, but this website will be of great help. Or यहाँ से जो आप printout लोगे, you can produce these printouts even in the Supreme Court. So this website is best for us. The second best website for Supreme Court decisions, SCC Online. So this is also a website. Some of these subscriptions are there with your college. So guys, you better use of these subscriptions of your college for case law search. So you can see SCC Online. But the problem over here is that this.
So you're not audible, sir. Sir?
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Okay. Yeah. So you will find that AIR is giving us the judgments as well as High Courts, SCC Online for the Supreme Court cases only. But Manupatra, again, now the issue is like whether Supreme Court is going to accept the cases from here. The AIR and SCC, yes, it is allowed. But for Manupatra, Fine Law, Thomson Reuters, and Indian Kanun, I doubt their acceptance as the references as such. Indian Kanun to bilkul nahi chalega. But I have seen that in lower judiciary, the judges are accepting the cases. But guys, for legal research, we can't do that. Okay. So basically, we have to work on the official communications only, so that AIR Webull, okay, and SCC Online will be the.
So you're not audible.
So we can't hear you.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so particularly these websites you can use only for your reference, but don't give references from these websites like Indian Kanun to your legal research, because it will affect the sanctity of your legal research. It will lower down the quality of your legal research. The law journals might be rejecting your research articles because of the references from such kind of websites. So please try to avoid these websites and have these citations only from AIR and SCC. This is my suggestion. After all, it is your call where to go for. Okay. Then going further, the last part of my presentation for today is safeguards and limitations. This is the most important part, guys, which we have to concentrate on while using any online or e-resource for our research as such. Okay. So what is the safeguard? So we have to work like this hand. Huh? We have to stop somewhere. We have to stop that dominoes effect. Okay. So dominoes effect, because we are believing internet more than people like nowadays. So we should not do this, isn't it? So on the website or on the internet, anyone can upload the information. No, anyone can upload the information. But authenticity, sanctity, and the basically the research value of this information we have to go for. See, there are 4 particular there are 4 particular things which we have to concentrate on. Identify the website, examine for credibility, determine depth and scope of information, and assess date of information, because the date must be the recent. Okay, the scope of information must be primary, because that's what I said. nic.in, gov.in, all these websites are authentic one. So identity of website is necessary. Identify the website, it means who are the creators of this website. Are these websites created under the license from the government or not? All these you have to identify. And most importantly, credibility. Credibility. क्या हम उन information पे विश्वास कर पाते हैं? So that becomes an issue. Okay. So while identifying the website, there are some questions of which the answers we must find. Okay. The questions are like, who is the author and his details? Who is the sponsor of the website? Now, kabhi-kabhi ye hota hai, the website is sponsored by some agency, and that agency is given top rating by that particular website. Now, that's why we have to see whether the sponsors are neutral or they are having their business or ulterior motive as such. Next is what audience is the website is designed for. So, जब हम NIC and GOV website देखते हैं, the targeted audience is the public particularly. So, government websites are meant for public, and we, being the legal law researcher, we have to be very much using those websites to make the people aware. Now, as I always say to my students, that lawyers or the law students or the whole society look at us as the social engineers. Now, we the law people only are in a position to give insight of laws to the society as such. So we are the social engineers. We have to do with that job of ours. And where legal research is the highest contributing part in this our job of social engineering. Okay. Then going further, the another question which is important, credibility. So what are those questions we have to find the answers? If the answers are positive, then only use the information. Is the material on the website reliable and accurate? Is the information factual, not opinion? Can you verify the information in print sources? Now, this is what is the point. So by these points, we have to come to know that whenever we are using any e-resource for our legal research, we should be getting answers, positive answers to all these questions relating to the persons creating behind the website, then the credibility issues. So all these questions must be positively answered. And then only that e-resource will be the resource for our research, legal research. So that's what I always want to all of you. And this is also binding on me. Being a law fraternity, being a law researcher, I have also this duty to find that all these questions being positively answered. So at the concluding, I can only say, I'm going to tell you something that you might not be able to मुझसे वो आप मेरी राय को शायद से अच्छी नहीं लगे, but see, in legal research you have to cite the things which are acceptable in nature. तो मैंने वही बोला, when you are using Indian कानून, use it for your own reference, but don't show it to the readers of your research. By using Indian कानून, you can get the case law. What you can do is use that nominal search in AIR website, in SCC website, and accordingly you can get the authentic source. So उसको रेफर आप खुद के लिए करो, लेकिन रिसर्च में लिखने के लिए उसके पैरेलल साइटेशंस ढूंढो, AIR and SCC. That's what I always say. लोगों को वही दिखता है जो हम दिखाते हैं. Okay, लोगों को वही दिखता है जो हम दिखाते हैं. So definitely what you show to the people, that must be known to you first, and what not to be shown, that must be first known to you. So particularly we have to be showing the authentic sources only. Some sources are not authentic, but they might be good source of information. So usko use it for your own reference, but try to find out the references parallel to them which are from authentic sources. Okay, so internet is full of information, but more information is useless and less information is useful. So particularly wo kaun sa hai that you have to concentrate on, and accordingly you have to work for your legal research. So I think I should call it for the day, because whatever time available to me, and again the technology has not given us an opportunity to have the continuous we can say interaction. So again thank you so much for giving me the time and opportunity. I thank the organizers, Guys, you have to be very much vigilant regarding your application of resources and citing those resources in your legal research. Try to find out the data from the authentic websites. Thanks to Information Technology Act 2000, because of which now e-governance made it possible to us to have the information from the authentic sources. So this is what we have to be using the official websites with gov.in or nic.in extensions and have the primary source. So thank you so much, friends, for tolerating my lecture.
Sir, why tolerance, sir? It was a rich information that provided by you, sir. So
Thank
please,
you.
my request to you, please switch on your video, sir. Nobody has seen your face.
So should I stop the sharing?
Yeah, you can stop your sharing and you can switch on your video, sir.
Okay.
So now, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So now, seriously, sir, we are so fortunate to have you as our resource person, because it was really a much more needed, and it was in addition to your classroom work, it was the additional e-resources, which the list of the resources which are provided from your side. So really, even I had no idea about few many the resources which you have given today. The list of the resources about the database, the Sunset TV, ILI, CDJ, then the actual use of India code. Even we have not tried the way you have explained us today. So apart from that, the dictionaries, the ministry sites. So I think we are very what we can say की आम्ही फार भरून पावलोय. कारण माझ्यासाठी तर ते personally, now you know why it is so, because I am going to have my PhD research, and not for me, it is for the students also. I am sure they must be agreeing कि आपको बुलाना कितना अच्छा था हमारे लिए. It was really a क्या बोले successful lecture from my side. And not only for that, now I would like to personally and on behalf of Modern Law College, I would like to thank you again and again. You can come here, sir. We need you for our future events as well. So
Definitely.
yeah, thank you so much, sir. And people are asking that if they want to, they can get the PDF presentation.
Definitely. I'm here to give information, so I should be disseminated better, no?
Yes.
So it is
And,
not only verbal; it should be pictorial presentation as well. So I'll make it a point that I'm
yes.
going to share this PPT with you, ma'am.
Sure, sir. Thank you so
I'll
much.
sending it to you on WhatsApp. You can share it.
Yeah, I'll share it in my watch.
Okay.
Yes, definitely, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And now I would like to conclude our lecture series today by saying, giving a vote of thanks. And now here, first of all, to our patron, Dr. Gajanan Igbote, sir. Then our respected principal, Madam Dr. Sunita Adha, our coordinator, sir, Dr. Chintamani Ghate, sir, and all the participants who have made this event successful. And first of all, the resource person from day one till today. And thanks to Rahul sir personally again and again for accepting our invitation and coming here and delivering a lecture. So it was, see, people are chatting there, sir. They are saying participate. It was really good session. Yeah, it was very helpful. So thank you so much. Thank you, participants, for listening it patiently. And now I would like to conclude this meeting. So thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure, ma'am, to have the lecture for your college, because
yes, sir.
because
And sorry for
your
sorry
students
for the
might
trouble.
be knowing that you are having another BB in your college.
Yeah, that was actually guys, now I'd like to share this, that Rahul Dubwesser is a husband for Dr. Ananya Bibbe, our vice principal. So we had her lecture first on day one, and now second it was our alumnus Ashwara Pagedar, and today Rahul sir. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
It was wonderful
Thank you,
experience and experience for me as well. The students are very much interactive, I know, but because of the technological, glitch, we might not be in a position to have the responses promptly from the student. Yeah, I know, and I think because of Thursday, we might be facing problem for internet connectivity both the ends as such.
Yeah, it
That's
is
like
here.
the-
Same
Yeah.
thing I was experiencing at my end as well.
Ma'am, I always say that it is the audience and technology जिनके सामने हमें घुटने टेकने पड़ते हैं.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
That's the point. But friends, the participants, I really want you to share your experience with me. I am going to share even the PPT and my contact details. If you have any kind of problem in your legal research, you can consult me anytime. So it is open invitation to all of you, because guys, what I'm going to say is might not be a good word, but research करने के लिए वो दिमाग में कीड़ा होना चाहिए research का, तब जाके वो research होगा. If you really want to have a research, then your orientation must be towards that. And most importantly, when you want to do a research, there must be quest in your mind. There must be constant quest in your mind. Please use your dynamism of mind to have the better areas of legal research. And please don't say anything like कि ये इसमें research हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता है. There are everything, every walk of life you can do the research. That's what I always say. Every walk of life you can do the research. And as we are governed by the country, governed by rule of law, everything is there governed by law. And what I always say to my students, in law, everything is counted in rights and duties, but no right and no duty is absolute. So definitely every right and duty is particular area of research. So don't be under impression that इस पे research होगा नहीं होगा. Don't feel like that. You must be knowing that anything on this earth is having at the background a law, either of nature or man-made. So yes, definitely in a country governed by rule of law, legal research is always going to be the foundation for the social engineering. So being a law fraternity, please do this job of legal research and then thereby serve your status as being the social engineers. So it is wonderful experience for me, ma'am. I'm grateful to the institution. Ada ma'am,
Sir, we are grateful to you.
No, because I always try to find out an opportunity to reach the maximum number of students, not only for my, but
Yes,
the whole
sir.
law fraternity. So I'll always be there with all of your endeavors on legal research. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, sir. And you have one student now in front of you.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So,
Please,
thank you so much, sir.
please share my contact details with the students.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
Sure,
they can
sir.
WhatsApp me anytime. No issue.
Yeah. Because now it's too late for everyone. So I am not taking purposely question answer session. But
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
next time what I'll do, I'll personally call you at college only.
Yes, ma'am.
For
Definitely.
LLM students,
Yes, ma'am,
especially.
definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.